Hi folks, Doug here. Ellis Car Customs, welcome to the Arctic Circle. It's freaking cold. Thanks for coming to my little shop. Thanks for returning if you're a returning friend of mine, and thanks for checking me out if you're new. Same old thing. So today I don't want to put y'all through like a whole bunch of upholstery content all at once. So the bench seat that's got to go in there has several pieces to it, and I figure rather than doing it all at once, which would take up several videos in a row, I'll do pieces of it, because I'll show it to you here in a minute. But you know, I gotta remove the seat backs, the seat bottom, all the hardware stuff like that. I figure maybe I'll do a seat back and then I'll do something else for a while. Then I'll do another seat back and then do something else for a while. You know, so that I break it up so that we're not stuck in upholstery prison, so to speak, because you don't want to be stuck there and I don't want to be stuck there, but it does have to be done. Obviously I won't put the seat in until I get all the wiring situated and stuff like that, because the seat would kind of be in my way of doing that. It'd be a lot easier to do with the seat out. And the other thing is my shop is narrow enough where until I take the car down off the stands and move it one way or the other, I couldn't get the bench seat in through the doorway, because there's just not enough room between the wall and the car. So when I get ready to put the seat in all assembled and everything, for one, I hope I have help, because that seat is heavy. I just put it up on sawhorses by myself, and it reminded me how heavy it was. But when it comes time to do that, the car will have to be slid one way or the other as far as I can go, so I got plenty of room to slip the seat in there. So I'll give you a look at the seat, because you saw it sort of standing up there in the old garage, but couldn't really get a good look at it. And I've got it up on sawhorses where you can see it better now. And I'll go over with you what I'm going to do to it. Like I said, you know, we're going to do it piecemeal, and try to fit other things in between. I got all these pieces here that have to be painted, and it's too cold to paint right now. So thanks for coming. I'll give you a look at it. Like I said, it's kind of a winter wonderland here. But anyways, this is what we're dealing with. Like I said, it has a different pattern than the pattern we need, but it's all there. This piece here, this side piece, is broken. I think I have another one. I hope I do. If not, I'm going to have to find a way to repair that. I mean, it's not totally unsalvageable, but it is broken in the back. The other side here is in good shape. But I might have to modify how I do the pattern, because I don't know if these seats didn't come from a 57 or what, but they sort of have this bump here versus like my hardtop, the insert thing kind of comes down like this to about there. But maybe on these things I'll modify my plan a little bit and just have it come up to the top or something. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, it's worth saving. Like I said, this side of the seat cover here won't offer me much in the way of a pattern, but the other side is pretty well intact, so all I got to do is make a mirror image of that to have the pattern for the side that's all ripped to shreds. So yeah, we got to pull this thing apart. Like I said, I figure I'd start with maybe a seat back to try to figure out what I'm going to do, and then at some other point I'll do the other seat back, and then the bottom. We'll split it up. We won't do it all at once, so we don't get buried in upholstery prison. So this is as good a place as any to start on one of the seat backs. This piece goes in there and it's just wrapped with whatever color you're upholstering with, which this will be wrapped in white. This here is another story. I'm not sure. It's also wrapped with upholstery. But They also used kind of metal staples to hold it in there. I don't know. I don't really have the technologia. I don't have that, but I'll probably Gorilla Glue it. It should be okay. But I don't know if I'll wrap that in the blue or the white. I think white, because I think it'll just look better having just the blue inserts and this being white. And I have these pieces over here that these were to the seat back that we finished not long ago, but they would kind of go in there, you know, as a pattern for me, like that. And I'm guessing I'm going to bring this up to meet this piping in the back and stop. I know my hardtop has it wrap all the way around and head back down again, but I think it'll look just as good if the blue just comes up to this piping in the back here and stops, because it has that hump, and I'm not sure. I know my hardtop doesn't have the hump on the back, and I'm not sure how I would deal with that. So if I ended at the piping, I don't have to worry about that. So I guess the next thing is to tear this seat apart, cut all the hog rings off. Unlike the back seat, which was held on like with staples, these are all hog ringed on. So I got my side cutters, and we're gonna go to town cutting them hog rings off. We got our cover stripped off of there. Couple of things I'm learning. This piece here is like a separate piece. If you can see it moving. So this is what makes that hump in the back. Now, if I took this off, could I do the hardtop thing? I don't know. I was thinking about it, but then I took this piece out. This is the side piece that goes there, and I compared it to the hardtop piece, and it's the same all the way till it gets to the bottom. Then the bottom is different. So in order for this to work, I probably have to stick to my original plan of doing this the way I was doing it. I drew these lines out as a kind of a sketchy pattern before I took the seat cover off as to where the blue would be. It's not exact. I just wanted while the cover was still formed to the seat to get an idea of what I had to do. But yeah, this is quite the complicated seat cover, because you've got a bar in here that has to be sewed in, because that hooks to these pieces right here, helps hold it on. Then you've got sidebars that the hog rings hook to, so we'll have to recycle those sidebars, and they're on both sides, there and there. So we'll have to recycle those sidebars. This is a piece of cardboard. Not sure if I'll do that, because obviously we can't reuse that. That's junk there. But I don't know if I can get this material or if I'll just figure something out, which is probably what I'll do. I'll figure something out. But yeah, this is not going to be an easy one. This will be a challenge. So hopefully you'll all stick around for it. So that's what I've got for you tonight, friends. Trying to keep the video short and sweet. Don't want to drag things out too much. Like I said, I'm not going to do the whole seat in one big mega episode long thing. I'm gonna, break it up, because right now I'm waiting for some parts that'll help me do some other things, but I can't move forward on those things until the parts I ordered get here. So, the whole progress is progress thing, staying busy, if you're waiting on something, just work on something else. So we'll dink around with the seat, try to get like one seat back done. Then we'll move on to some other stuff. Maybe in between doing the seat, if the stuff comes in, I'll switch to that for a bit and then get back to the seat. It all has to be done, right? Doesn't have to be done in any particular order, it just has to be done. So we'll work on that and keep hoping that the parts guy shows up. And that seat's going to be a challenge. I'm here to tell you, between all the bars that have to be stitched in there, and I don't know if I'll be able to do them with the machine, because you don't want to hit one of them bars with the needle. That wouldn't be a good thing. But we'll figure it out. We always do. Thanks for coming. Thanks for liking and commenting and subscribing and doing all the great things you do to make my little channel go. And hopefully I'll see you back on the next one. Take care.